A very good morning to all of you. So, we will start and continue with from where we left yesterday. So, towards the end, now we have moved from units to what we call as basic mathematics. Good morning once again, good morning to all of you who have just joined. So, we had started basic maths, and in basic maths we were discussing yesterday about approximations. So I told that there are a lot of approximations that we can take to make our calculations easy, because ultimately we have to get the correct choice out of the four options given for every question. In competitive exams like NEET, you have to select the correct answer. Whatever knowledge you have, if you are not able to reach the correct answer or correct option, then all goes in vain. So some approximations are taken wherein we can, by using them, get to the closest option or answer. Good morning once again, students. Sorry, there was a small technical issue arising due to power cut. So we are back over here, and so what I was telling is that in the last class, towards the end, in the last class towards the end, we saw about trigonometric approximation. And when I said that when we have small angles, then we can take sine theta or tan theta as theta, but that theta should be in radians. And I told 180 degree is equals to pi radian, 180 degree is equals to pi radian. So from there we can get the value of any degree in radian. For example, 1 degree I can write as pi by 180 radians, 2 degree 2 pi by 180 radians, 3 degree 3 pi by 180 radian. So I hope my voice is clear. One or two students who are complaining of voice not being clear, kindly check from your end, beta. So okay. So I said towards the end, as I remember, and I hope you too, that we will be keeping that in suspense, that if I have cos 3 degree, approximately I will take it as 1. But what if I have 1 minus cos 3 degree? Then how to find that value, right? So for coming to that, what we will do, we will see the next approximation and then we will be dealing with that. What is it? It is a very important thing. Kindly please make a note of it and listen to it at least carefully. Binomial approximation. So along with trigonometric approximation, once we also use something called as binomial approximation. Now, yes, I will be coming to 1 minus cos 3 degree, don't worry about that. I said that you will come to know how we can solve 1 minus cos 3 degree once we know this approximation, binomial. So when we talk of binomial approximation, we make use of something which is, if I write 1 plus x whole square, if I write 1 plus x whole square, now what can you write it? You all know, and you can reply that, sir, it will be 1 plus 2x plus x square. I hope it is clear. Now if I write 1 minus x whole square, you will say, sir, it will become 1 minus 2x plus x square. These are the basic things everyone knows here. Yes, yes, there is maths everywhere, don't worry. Physics, without maths you cannot study physics. Maths is the tool which will help you in understanding physics, because for NEET or be it JEE, for both physics questions are, out of 45 questions, 44 questions will be numerical based. So you cannot get rid of mathematics, and maths is a friend. Try to make friendship with it instead of hating it or being scared of it. So better focus over here. Instead of writing silly comments, it would be better if you focus here, you will be able to understand. So please see. Next, 1 plus x whole cube. You know this also. 1 plus x whole cube, if you square and make the cube, you will get it as 1 plus 3x plus 3x square plus x cube. This all of you can do. You all have studied this. Similarly, if I write 1 minus x whole cube, so we will write it as 1 minus 3x plus 3x square minus x cube, and so on. I am writing it for some purpose. What is that purpose? Now see, when we have these all terms, you are adding x or subtracting x from 1 and you are increasing the powers. Okay. Now if you see what happens if x is very small than 1, the thing that you are adding or subtracting to 1, that is x, if x is very small, this thing, this symbol is very small. Now if it is very small, then what will happen? All the higher powers of x will become negligible. When x is very small than 1, so x square, like if you take 0.1, 0.1 square will become 0.01. 0.01 square will become what? 0.00 of 1. So in this case you are seeing it is becoming very small. So we can say that if x is very small compared to 1, higher powers of x will be negligible. So what will this become? Which term I can neglect? Then I will say x square will become negligible. So in such case I can write 1 plus x whole square approximately equals to 1 plus 2x. So which powers you have to neglect? Higher powers of x we have to neglect. So I will be left with the linear term. If you see the second one, here also higher power, that is x square, will be negligible. So what I will be left with in this case? 1 minus x whole square, approximately I will be left with 1 minus 2x. Now if I write the third one similarly, 1 plus x whole cube, higher powers of x means x square and x cube, they will become very small. So you will get approximately 1 plus 3x. When you take 1 minus x whole cube, then you will see x square x cube term again very small, negligible. So this means 1 minus x whole cube we will write approximately as 1 minus 3x. Now please comment fast, let me know that these 4 points which I just wrote over here, is it clear to all of you or not? We are taking these terms like 1 plus x square, 1 plus x cube, 1 plus x power 3, 1 plus x, 1 minus x power 3. So we have written the approximate values. I had told in the previous class that this symbol denotes approximate, not the exact value. So as x is taken very small compared to 1, these expressions become like this. So can you see an interesting thing over here, that what actually happens is, see, when x is very small, what actually happens is, just see 1 as it is. Whatever you are seeing is the power, it is simply getting multiplied. Whatever is the power, it is getting simply multiplied. Beta, these conditions are applicable in which situation, sir? Please be patient. Without having patience, you won't understand anything. I have told previously also, suppose something is being cooked for you, your favorite food is being prepared by your mother, you won't just run and gulp in the raw food. है ना? You let her cook, she will cook with patience, you will wait with patience, then you will enjoy eating it. So don't just waste your time in typing while things are being told to you. Everything will become crystal clear. Only thing what we require from you as teachers is to have patience instead of involving yourself in extracurricular activities, right? Or wasting time in typing. Just listen over here. So 1 plus 2x, just see the power gets multiplied. Here also 2 multiplies 1 minus 2x. Here 3 multiplies 3x. Here 3 multiplies minus 3x. So basically this thing we can generalize, and what we are going to get is what we call as binomial approximation. So we say in general, when we have 1 plus x or 1 minus x, listen carefully, when you have 1 plus x or 1 minus x and you raise it to power n, raise it to the power n, n can be any number, it can be a fraction, integer, whatever, plus minus whatever. This value approximately becomes 1, whatever sign you have you will keep the same sign, plus to plus, minus to minus, just multiply this power. So approximately we can write this only if x is very, very small compared to 1, and this is what we call as binomial approximation. Understood? So we are using here two terms, 1 and x. So we are taking the expansion, higher powers of x being neglected. So we get 1 plus x or 1 minus x to the power n is 1 plus minus nx. Simply take the n, multiply it over here. But this thing is to be done only when x is very, very small. The moment you do so, you will come very, very close to the correct answer. Now if x is large, you cannot get the correct answer, you will be far away from it. But if x is very small than 1, then this will be of great help to you. And what is the beauty of this thing? With the help of this, we can find square roots or say cube root, any power. These all things we can find very easily if we can correlate with what standard values we know. We will see all of these with examples, but please first let me know this formula which I have written over here is clear or not. Just keep it in mind. These are tools. These are the tools that is going to help you in solving physics problems, and they are going to make the problems quite easy. Okay? Fine. So let me show you 1-2 examples, then again we will come back to what we had left yesterday towards the end, that was 1 minus cos 3 degree. Fine. Thanks for your responses. So here, example, if I take, suppose I am asked, find the square root of 1.02. Now you may think that 1.02 square root, how to solve it? We are not interested in finding the exact solution. We are going to find the approximate solution, which is very close to it. You can use your calculator and you will see that it will come very close to that value which your calculator will show, 1.02. Now can you see, I can write it as 1 plus 0.02, and square root is nothing but power is half. Now you see, this is in place of x, this is x, which is very, very small than 1. So what you have to do, I told, just multiply the power. So this will approximately become equals to multiply the power. So power is half, half will be multiplied over here. So you get 1 plus 0.01, which is simply 1.01. So this is the approximate value of square root of 1.02. Clear? Okay. Let me take another example. Suppose they say 1 by 0.99 cube root, 1.09, sorry, 0.99 cube root. Now, if I see here, I can express this also in terms of 1. How will I express this? First, I can write 0.99, I can write as 1 minus 0.01. I hope everyone will agree to it. So, what happens over here? If it is 1 minus 0.01 power 1 by 3, just take it up. The moment you take it up, it becomes 1 minus 0.01 to the power minus 1 by 3. Here the power was 1 by 3, goes up, becomes minus 1 by 3. Now, the same thing, binomial. You can see this value we can take is very small than 1. So, this approximately will become 1 minus, just multiply the power. What is the power? Power is minus. See here properly. Power is minus and here also minus. So, minus and minus will become plus. Understood why this plus came? Because here also minus, here also minus. Minus minus becomes plus. And you are having 0.01. So, what we get from here? 1 plus, if you divide it, 0.1 by 3 will be 0.33. So, you are getting this. So, what is my answer? 1.0033. So, you can cross check. Acha, why I wrote 0.01? Beta, you just think 1 minus 0.01 is how much? Please, you may use your brain, you may use your calculator, you may use your pen and paper, whatever you can use it and tell me what will be the value of 1 minus 0.01. Then you will get your answer to the question asked. Okay, Joshnavi, I hope you have done that. So, you will get this. Why I am writing this? Because I want to express it in the form of 1 plus x or 1 minus x raised to some power. So, this is the only purpose, like this we can say. So, 1 minus 0.01 will become 0.99. Sir, minus 0.01, na sir, you kept plus. Where I kept plus, beta, I can't understand. Where are you seeing plus? Here I have kept minus, and here I said plus came because this power is minus 1 by 3. This will go up. If this goes up, then that power will multiply. Minus and minus will become plus na here. Understood? Bhavi, did you understand this thing? Why I have done so? Beta, why are you writing 1 plus 1 by 3 and again inside bracket there won't be... Are this minus and this minus became plus, then again why are you putting minus here? See carefully. Okay, so you got this point. So this is what we call binomial approximation. Now when we have binomial approximation where you can write forms like this, so now let's return back to what we saw in trigonometry. Now see, yesterday we saw sin theta and tan theta, I told approximately equals to theta in radian if theta is very small. Yesterday we saw this. And cos theta, I said we are taking approximate values. Remember, whenever we are asked to find approximate values, always you have to find a non-zero value. Don't say sir 0. Non-zero value. So here cos theta approximately 1 if it is alone. Cos theta is 1, but while having 1 minus cos theta, don't take cos theta as 1. Otherwise, what will happen? The answer will become 0. But we want a approximate non-zero value, so we will not use this. So let's see what is the mechanism of solving such problems. So for that, again repeating, sin theta, tan theta, so you can take theta, but when you are writing cos theta, if it is alone, or 1 plus cos theta, if 1 plus cos theta is coming, you can use still cos theta as 1, so it will become approximately 2. But while having 1 minus cos theta, if you see anywhere 1 minus cos theta, don't take cos theta as 1. Why? Because if you take cos theta as 1, this will give your answer 0. So you are not writing approximately as 0. Approximate means a non-zero value. Understood? So what we are going to do, let's see. Now, yesterday I told cos theta, everyone can see cos square theta is 1 minus sin square theta. So cos square theta is 1 minus sin square theta. So cos theta will become under root of 1 minus sin square theta. This we can write. Also, if theta is small, very small, so I can write sin theta approximately as theta. Then this value will become root under 1 minus theta square. So in place of sin theta, I will take theta. So sin square theta can be written as theta square. So if theta is very small, then we can write like this also. Now, since theta is very small, 1 minus theta square power 1 by 2. Theta is in radian, power is 1 by 2. Now I told if theta is very small, this means theta square will be also very small compared to 1. Then in this case, I can multiply the power and I can write it as 1 minus theta square by 2. So very, very important, you can see cos theta can be approximately taken as 1 minus theta square by 2 if theta is very small. So therefore, what I can take as 1 minus cos theta. So 1 minus cos theta if you take, so 1 minus cos theta will approximately become 1 minus this. So 1 will cancel. Can you write? Now please don't tell that sir how it came. Arey bhai, cos theta is 1 minus theta square by 2. Take theta square by 2 this side, cos theta that side. So 1 minus cos theta can be approximately taken as theta square by 2 if theta is very, very small. Why we take sin theta is theta? If you have studied or listened to yesterday's class, we have discussed for small angle sin theta, tan theta both are equals to theta in radians. You have to convert theta in radian. Okay, beta, remember that. So 1 minus cos theta becomes theta square by 2. So now we have the answer to previous class question 1 minus cos 3 degree. I told this. Now see 3 degree first I will convert, this is theta. 3 degree I will convert in radian. I told 3 degree will be 3 pi by 180. 3 pi by 180 which is pi by 60 radian. Pi by 60 radian. So if theta is pi by 60 radian, so this means 1 minus cos theta or cos 3 degree will become formula theta square by 2. What is theta? Pi by 60. Pi by 60 whole square by 2. Whole square by 2. But you didn't convert it into radian, beta. You can see I have converted over here. So here it will become pi square, 6 6 are 36 and there is a 2 also, 7200. Please see. So 1 minus cos 3 degree is approximately equal to how much? Pi square by 7200. Now one more important thing, one more approximation, everyone should know this. Pi square value is approximately equals to 10. Those who don't know, kindly remember, you can take the value of pi, square it, you will see. Array theta in radian I have written beta here, see 3 degree is 3 pi by 180, this is in radian only. So pi by 60 is radian. Nandu, if you are not able to see, kindly again you can go a step back by rewinding the video and you will see it is written over here. So pi square value, this is another very important approximation. Pi square is approximately equals to 10. Throughout in physics for the 2 years, wherever you see pi square, you can easily take it as 10. So this answer, if I take pi square approximately as 10, so you will be finally left with how much? 1 by 720. So 1 minus cos 3 degree can approximately be written as 1 by 720. Is it clear? So this is how we deal with trigonometric approximations. When we have small angles, we are just going to convert the angle first into radians, and sine theta and tan theta will be approximately equals to that value of theta only, which is in radian. If it is cos theta alone or 1 plus cos theta, 2 plus cos theta, no problem. You will just take, beta pi value is taken as 180 degree when pi is an angle, and when we take up the measured value of pi, it is called as, the value is 22 by 7. These are two different things. When we say theta is, for example, theta is 60 degree, we are talking of angle. When we are saying theta is pi radian, we are talking of angle. Sir, if pi is cube, then it is similar to 100. No beta, how can it be similar to 100? Array pi is 3.14, right? So if you square it, then it will become 9.8 around, which we take as 10. If you again put one more pi, means you will be multiplying with almost 3.14 again. So how it can become 100? It will come very close to 30, na? Pi value is 22 by 7 or approximately 3.14. So if you make it cube, so it will go close to 30, it won't become 100. So I hope this is clear to all of you. So these two approximations which we had discussed, one was trigonometric and one was binomial, and we clubbed together binomial and trigonometric to show what we get in place of 1 minus cos theta. Whatever I have put in a box, these are the important results which you can directly use in questions, so kindly remember it. Okay. So after this, now we move to some other concepts of mathematics which we are going to see regularly in physics. So what are these? Let's come. Next important thing, all of you have heard of triangles, right? So you have seen right angle triangle, isosceles, equilateral. So if I say the two sides of a right angle triangle are given perpendicular and base as 2 and 3. If I ask you what is the third side, can anyone tell? If I take the perpendicular as 2 and base as 3 and I have a right angle triangle, what will be the third side? Let me quickly get the result. Then I will proceed to our next important mathematical concept that you all have to remember, and it will help you. It will be a very powerful tool, especially in vectors chapter. Pythagoras, you will simply Pythagoras. So beta, it is not 5. Array, if one side is 2, one side is 3. So under root of 4 plus 5. In that way you will say. So one side is 2, one side is 3. So 4 plus 9 is root 13, not 5. Beta, it will be square root of 13. Okay. So you all know that if I have a right angle triangle, then so there is no harm that if this is A, this is B, so we say it is under root of A square plus B square. But what if we have a general triangle? This holds true only for right angle triangles, which is Pythagoras theorem. But what is it for a general triangle? If I ask you area of the triangle, can you say area of the triangle? You can say very well, area of triangle is half base into height. So these results are only used for what is called as a right angle triangle. But what if the triangle is not right angled? If we have a general triangle, what is the method or what are the points that you can use to relate the sides and all? If suppose we have these three sides ABC, general triangle, it can be scalene, isosceles, right angle, equilateral, whatever. Here so you cannot use half AB. Can you use over here? You cannot. So what we do in such case, if we have a general triangle, then if suppose we take the angle in front of A, suppose I take it as alpha. In front of A I am taking as alpha. In front of B I am taking this angle as beta, and in front of C I am taking this angle as gamma. So very important property for any triangle. What is that? First of all, these sides are related by what we call as Hero's formula, or later in vectors you will see it is called as Lami's theorem. Yes, correct. So this will directly be related as if three sides are given, then if you see the angle in front of A, it is alpha. So you will take A by sine alpha. It will be same as if you see B, in front of B you are having beta. So B by sine beta. If you are seeing C, this side C, in front of this you have gamma. So C by sine gamma. First relation is this. This, when we use this particular Hero's formula to vectors, it is called as Lami's theorem. We will study this in vectors again. This becomes Lami's theorem when we take these any three sides of the triangle A, B and C, they can be found by this. If two are known and angle is known, you can find the third one. Or if sides are known, we can find angle. This comes by derivation beta. Presently, you don't have to derive it. In free time when you will be over here, we will definitely go and show you how it can be derived. But presently, you have to just remember the result. It can be proved using a bit of geometry and trigonometry. So A by sine alpha, B by sine beta, C by sine gamma. When we will study Lami's theorem, that time I generally in the classroom I derive also and show it to students. So presently just write this. Again say, sir, what should I say again? Okay, I am saying again. Now let's come back. So here next thing, area of triangle. Now this thing, if they are asking area of triangle, so if they say area of triangle, here I can use half base into height. Here I can use half base into height. How can I use half base into height? Let's see. If you see this triangle, if any two sides are given, like they have given A, B, and what I am doing is, if this angle I have taken as gamma, see properly, you will understand it. If this angle is taken as gamma, I drop a perpendicular here, I drop a perpendicular here. Then you see, can you see this is a right angle triangle? You can see that this is a right angle triangle. Can you see? So this right angle triangle, let's call this as H. Then if you write by trigonometry, sine gamma you can say sine gamma. What is sine? Perpendicular by hypotenuse. Perpendicular is h, hypotenuse is a. That means I can write h is equals to a sine gamma. Listen again carefully. If I take this is a, this is b, and the angle between them is gamma, then what I can say, someone is writing, I think all teachers are in a mood of roasting. Beta, roasting, it is not that we are roasting, we are making you realize the reality of the world around us, right? Anyone can roast you only when you are ready to be roasted, right? If you present yourself in that way, that please come and roast me, then only people will come and roast you. But if you behave properly, if you are sincere with your efforts, you are studying properly, you are listening to what is being said, speak less, do your work calmly without disturbing others, annoying others, no one will dare to roast you. So it is, everything is just what we say is mutual. The way you treat the world treats you back. Okay. So this word you can remove from your dictionary, this we are getting roasted and all. Okay. So this roasting will only be possible, anyone can come and roast you only when you are trying to agitate the people or the person and tell that come and roast. If you behave like that, then only they will. So here what we are seeing is sine gamma. Beta, I just told sine ratio, this comes by derivation, which we will see when we study vectors. In Lami's theorem we will see the proof. Presently I am telling you about the basic mathematical concepts, the tools that you have to keep in mind, because these are going to be of much help when you are solving questions of physics. So while solving question, you will sine is equals to p by h. Beta, here h I have used for perpendicular. Here a is the hypotenuse. If I drop a perpendicular in right angle triangle, can you see I have taken this h as h as perpendicular, and a becomes the hypotenuse. Please don't just memorize that sine is p by h. So that means we don't have the option of taking h anything else. H is height also. So here what we have, h is equals to a sine gamma. Now if I use area of triangle, you know that area can be written as half base into height. You know this very well, half base into height. So if you use this, so you can see what we get. Base of this triangle is b and height is h. So I can write it as half bh. But what is h? H is a sine gamma. So h is a sine gamma. So I can write half AB sine gamma. So in general, if they ask you, tell me the area of any general triangle, what I will say, very simple way, that you just need to know any two sides and the angle between them. Can you see in this A and B, what is the angle between them? Gamma. A and B angle is gamma, you are getting the area as half AB sine gamma. Or you may say that, sir, why I am taking AB? What if B and C are given? Sure, you can do by the same method, by dropping perpendicular from the other side. If you are not interested in taking A and B, you can take B and C also. If you take half BC, then what you have to do? You have to take sine of the angle between B and C. What is that angle? Alpha. You will take alpha. Now you may say that, sir, why I am taking AB or BC? What if I take AC? You can do that. If you take A and C, then you have to take the angle between them, that is beta. So you can also write the area as half AC sine beta. Half AC sine beta. So this is the way or formula for finding the angle or area or side of any general triangle. So if two sides and the angle between the two are known, then you can quickly find the area. If two sides and one of the angles is known, you can find the other side and angles also. So I want to hear from you. Please let me know fast that this is clear or not. I'll take one quick example at the end for this so that you understand how we are going to use this. So whichever two sides you are taking, you have to take the angle between them. Okay, let's see. For example, these two are given. Suppose we have taken a triangle whose this side is 4, this side is 2. Just let's see it is possible or not. This is 4, this is 2. Is such a triangle possible or not? And if it is, then what is the third side? And area of triangle. So what we can do directly, we can use, if I use sine 45, in front of this I have 4. If I use sine 30, in front of this I have this third side, which is AC. So from here AC can be written as 4 sine 30 by sine 45. Now you all know sine 30 is 1 by 2 and sine 45 is 1 by root 2. So 4 by 2 becomes 2 and this root 2 goes up. So the third side AC will become 2 root 2. And if I am asked to find area of triangle, so if I know two sides and the angle between them, so I can see that 4 and 2 are known and I know the angle between them, correct, 2 root 2. Area of triangle, I will write half. I can take these two sides which are known to me. If I take 2 and 4, then I will take sine, angle between them is 30 degree. So it will become half, 4 2s are 8, sine 30 is 1 by 2. So 8 by 4, 2. So you will get the area of the triangle as 2 square units and the missing side is 2 root 2. Now is this clear to all of you? Beta, actually we can write 4 by sine 45. What if I don't write that because I am writing an equation? Then let me teach you a bit of mathematics which I was expecting that you should be knowing. If I write A by B is equals to C by D, can't I write B by A is equals to D by C? Is there any harm in writing so? When we are writing an equation, there is something called cross multiplication. So can't we write like this? So there is nothing called actual or virtual in this case. Whichever way you can represent, cross multiply and write, you can do so. So whether you write A by sine theta or equals to B by sine suppose gamma, or you flip both. So you can again either A by sine 40 means 4 by sine 45 is equals to AC by sine 30, or sine 45 by 4 is equals to sine 30 by AC. So whichever you can take. Clear? Okay, value of root 2 is 1.414. When you are taking, just I'll end the class. Please remember these some values I am telling here for your reference only. Most of you know still. Root 2 you know is 1.4, approx you will take 1.4 for solving physics question. When you take root 3, you take as 1.73. These two are known to everyone. Please tell me fast. This is known to everyone. Root 2 is 1.4, root 3 is 1.73. This is known. So what happens? Students generally struggle in finding these values. If I ask you what is 1 by root 2, or if I ask you what is 1 by root 3, here students struggle, which you should not do. Understood? Let me just before ending the class tell you a shortcut, because physics is all about shortcut, because if you take lengthy calculations you won't be able to get the correct choice easily. So root 2 is 1.4. If you see 1 by root 2, so don't write 1 by 1.4, that will make the calculation difficult. What we do instead, 1 by root 2, just multiply root above and below. Just multiply root 2 above and below. See how easy it becomes. Nahi beta, don't write 1 by 4.4. It will make the calculation difficult. Can I write it like this or not? Just multiply root 2 above and below. If you multiply root 2 above and below, so see what happens. It will become root 2 by 2. What is root 2? 1.4 approx by 2. So approximately it will become 0.7. That's it. If they ask you 1 by root 3, don't waste your time in 1 by root 3. Just write like this. 1 by root 3, multiply root 3 above and below. So root 3 by 3. And what is root 3? Root 3 is 1.73 divided by 3. See, your calculation became simple. 3 5s are 15, 23 approx. So 0.58. So 1 by root 2 can be written as 0.7 and 1 by root 3 can be approximately written as 0.58. This will become very easy and very fast calculation. Okay. So on that note, I'll be ending this lecture. I hope the mathematical concepts that we discussed today, you found it interesting, and this will definitely make your calculations fast, and physics gradually will become easy once you are able to use these mathematical concepts. So that will be the end of this class. Thank you. Have a good day.